Welcome to the chemistry question. Jordan here, and today we're going to talk about radium. Because of the dangers associated with radium, this is also episode 5 of Know Your Poison. Radium, atomic number 88, was first discovered in 1898 when Pierre and Marie Curie isolated it from uranium ore in the form of radium chloride. Radium is a silver, almost white alkaline earth metal that oxidizes very quickly in air. Radium has 35 known isotopes, all of which are radioactive. 4 of them occur naturally, but the longest lived by far is radium-226, which decays to radon via emission of an alpha particle with a half-life of 1600 years. Radium is also used to define the Curie, a unit of radiation. Marie wanted the Curie to be a large unit to honor her husband, so it was defined as the activity of 1 gram of radium-226, or 3.7 times 10 to the 10th decays per second. For comparison, this is the same amount of radioactivity as about 3 tons of depleted uranium. Radium, because of its radiation, has incredibly toxic effects. However, this was not known at first, and radium was originally labeled as a miracle cure for just about everything. Radium marketing exploded, and in a manner similar to titanium today, many products were branded as radium that thankfully did not contain the radioactive material. An interesting product that often contained radium was the Revigator, a jar doped with radioactive ore that would add radon to your water just in case you weren't getting enough. Radium salts were also used in luminous paints. Radium would be mixed with phosphors that would glow when hit by radiation. Women working in factories would paint things such as watch dials with this radioactive mix, having been told the paints were harmless. They were even encouraged to use their lips to keep the brushes pointed. In fact, some women realized they could paint their lips and glow in the dark, probably so they could go to raves, or whatever the equivalent was in 1917. Let's take a minute to look at radium's effects on the body. Radium, as mentioned earlier, is an alkaline earth metal and has similar chemistry to the other alkaline earth metals. Of these metals, calcium is used extensively in the human body, especially in the bones, and accounts for about 1 kilogram of mass in an average 70-kilogram human. Since radium reacts in a similar way to calcium, the body absorbs it in the same manner, and it becomes integrated into the body, including the skeletal structure. This is not a problem until radium decays, releasing high-energy particles in the body. Furthermore, as radium's decay products such as radon do not react in the same way as the alkaline earth metal, and thus cause the skeletal system to lose much of its strength. A common effect of this is seen in the jaws, where a degree of distortion is seen from tumors and bone death. Fast forward several years, many of the radium girls began experiencing the symptoms just mentioned. 5 of them got together and successfully sued the United States Radium Corporation. The settlement included a one-time payout and an annuity to each radium girl. However, they did not survive for very long, and very few annuities were even collected. However, there has been a much greater long-term impact that led to the end of widespread radium use and greater occupational health and safety regulations. Just remember, if you're working with radium, or any other radioactive element for that matter, be sure to know your poison. Thank you for watching the chemistry question. Be sure to subscribe and leave any questions or suggestions in the comments below. Until next time.